Hi guys, welcome to Short Nail Life. So in today's video, I have more Madam Glam colors to review. I'm so excited to share them with you guys. Here are the 4 colors that I have chosen from Madam Glam. And if you don't know who or what Madam Glam is, they are a gel polish, nail polish company. They are vegan, they're cruelty free, they have a 21 free formula, they're palm oil free, and they're HEMA free. And they do sell more than just gel polish, of course. But this first color up is called Good Luck. This is a beautiful green. I will call it like a pastel green. Next up is Blue Jay, which is a pastel blue. It looks like it has a little bit of purple in it on camera, but it is a muted pastel blue color. Next up is Orange Poppy. This is also pastel to me, in my opinion. These colors are so beautiful. I really love them. And then last up is Little Secret, which is a lighter pastel green. Like I said, all of them are really beautiful. And if you want to check any of these polishes out, I'll have a link down in the description box that will take you directly to Madam Glam's website. And if you want to use my code, which I'll pop up here, it can help you save an extra 35% off. And when you hit checkout, if you don't want to be a VIP member, just hit pay as you go and continue to check out. So let's just get started with today's video. As you can see, I have on gloves because I have had my nails on for like a month or over a month, and this is what I'm working with. I've done so much with these nails, and if you see a little black like right here, I dyed my mom's hair for her, and I use a box dye in some kind of way. My nails punctured through the gloves and it stained my nails. But yeah, this is like over a month of growth. I did have some cuticle oil on in my glove, so I'm taking some alcohol and I just wipe that off, and then I push back my cuticles. I actually found that my cuticles were easier to push back doing that cuticle hack, which I got from Talia's nail studio. I just never tried it, so I will be doing that hack more often, to put the cuticle oil on when you're wearing gloves, because it really does work, especially if you have a thicker cuticle oil like I do. So I'm just scraping up the dead skin, and now I am going to file off most of the product on my nail. Only on like the pointer, the ring, and the middle, I really try to get those as thin as possible. The rest of the nails, I kind of left them alone. And I only showed myself filing that one finger. I am sorry, you guys. I'm trying. I kept hitting the camera, so I cut a lot of the footage off. But my thumb on my right hand, it just broke. So I just left it alone, and I was like, I would just build whatever I could up. I didn't really care too much about that nail because it's the thumb and I work with that hand. So if it's shorter than the rest, that's fine for me. But right now I am taking a sanding band and I'm going into the cuticle, and I'm kind of evening out the surface as well to build my nails. It's a little bit easier to fill in the nails when they are smooth. It's kind of harder when they're lumpy, but of course, like I said, you can always fix things with filing, but it is a little bit smoother. So right now I just went ahead and wiped the nails off with some alcohol, and now I'm dehydrating my nails, and then I'm going to protein bond my nails twice. I do the second one off camera. And this combo of dehydrating and protein bond, it really worked. That's how I got those nails on for 4 weeks, and I didn't really see a lot of lifting. As you guys see, my design made me go really file down a lot. I really wouldn't have had to file down much had I left them alone. But anyway, we're moving on to base gel, and I am kind of scrubbing it into my nails. The video is sped up, so it really doesn't look like it, but I do scrub this into my nails. I want them to adhere properly, and then I am going to build up my pinky and my middle and my thumb with this Dusty Rose from LGN Pro. And as you can see, I am mixing brands. They all work together, in case you're curious, but it's what I have on hand, so that's what I use. So I am going to use Perfect Green Boy by Little Secret and Good Luck. And what I did was I put a little dab of each color on the palette, as you can see, and then I am going to add a little bit of clear. Boy Bye is a jelly green color, if you can see that. I didn't really add a ton of clear to it because it's already jelly, and I wanted it to stay that kind of dark green consistency, but I didn't want to make it too opaque, if that makes sense. So I did kind of dilute it a little bit with that clear base gel from Madam Glam, but it was completely unnecessary. I could have went in without it. I hope that makes sense, because I feel like I was stumbling through that a little bit. But yeah, I didn't have to dilute that Boy Bye because it was fine on its own. And then I did put a little bit of that white gel paint on my palette as well. I'm using the white gel paint right here instead of gel polish because it's thicker and it fades. To me, in my opinion, for this technique, it fades better. I hope that makes sense. I feel like you wouldn't know what I'm talking about unless you dealt with gel paints. But yeah, if I would have used a gel polish, it wouldn't have smeared like this. I can't really explain it any other way. But yeah, a paint is thicker, and I prefer that consistency for this technique, which this is a Tabitha Scott sort of kind of technique inspired nail set. It's inspired by Tabitha Scott, and it is sort of her technique. I'm sorry, I'm stumbling all over my words, you guys, but you guys get what I mean. I did not watch her tutorial. She does have this green set as a tutorial. She did a lot more than I did, but I'm a little lazy. I wanted the same look, but a little lazier. So I'm going to tell you how I did it. I did do that initial white veining that she talked about in her video, but I only did it twice. And you see it both times on camera. And after that, I kind of forgot about doing it because I was like, that's an extra step that I just didn't have to do. But right now, I just took all of the colors basically, and I'm dabbing them on my nail. But the main color was that, honestly, I think it was Good Luck, and it is the diluted Good Luck, of course. So that's my main color. So I didn't really put that on the nail. I kind of put it all over the nail, is what I'm trying to say. I didn't just dab it. I put it all over the nail, and that's acting as like my blossom layer, if that makes sense. So when I put the jelly colors in it, I'm letting them bloom in that Good Luck diluted color, and that's giving me that marble effect. So like I said, I didn't really do these main veins, and if you watch Tabitha Scott's video, you kind of see what I'm talking about with the veins of the marble. Again, I did the lazy version. So I only did this twice. And after this, I did not do this again, in all honesty. And I have done this technique as well from Tabitha Scott plenty of times if you want to see me do it a semi-correct way, because I feel like I still don't do it correctly. But I'll pop the pictures up of my past sets I've done with her technique. But yeah, this is kind of like made up for me on the spot as well as her technique. And I just went ahead and I put that Good Luck color again on the nails, all over the nails, and that is acting as my blossom layer, like I said. And then I will take each color and I just dab it on a little bit. And I'm not thinking about it. She tells you, Tabitha Scott, to look at a picture. I'm not thinking about it. I'm just going for it. I'm just dabbing it wherever I feel like. I'm not making sure it's perfect, because that's what the blossom effect of the nail polish under it is doing for me. I'm just kind of going for it. All I know in my mind is that I wanted more of that Boy Bye color, which is that dark green, which is why you see it so heavily on my nails. I wanted more of that. I wanted it to be dark. I didn't want it to be a light marble. So that's why I kind of had that I was heavy-handed with that color more than I was the other. You guys, I told you, I'm stumbling all over my words today, and I don't want to do the voiceover 11 times. So I'm sorry if you hear that. I'll try my best to edit it around it. But anyway, I am now creating those veins, or the marble lines, if you want to call them that, on the nail. And I really was not trying to be perfect. If you can tell, I'm kind of squiggling my hand on purpose, and I am kind of holding the brush, I would say, like completely straight up with the lightest pressure. I am barely touching the nails, and that's how I get that thin line. I'm not trying to be perfect, like I said, and I'm trying my hardest not to do too much, which I felt like on that ring finger I was going to. So that's why I stopped with 4, even though I have more on the pointer. I'm obsessed with the pointer nail with the veins. I think it is prettier. So once I got done with that, I did go back in with one last marble, and you can of course go back over and do some more veining on top if you wanted to, but I was fine with that. And now I'm just building the nails up. I did build the ring finger up off camera because it is difficult. I don't know why I get out of practice of filming, but I'm out of practice building my nails on camera. So next up, I just went ahead and I filed the nails off camera, and now I'm going to add some more of that Good Luck to some base gel because I wiped my palette off and I needed more of that color. So I'm trying to make this as light as possible. If you saw when I showed you my nails, I filed some of the color off my cuticles, so that's kind of what I'm going to do with those colors. Right here I'm being indecisive, but I did end up using Perfect Green to do this nail. I don't know, I wanted it to match the nails, and I didn't know what color to choose, but I did decide Perfect Green, and I'm happy I did because that color is gorgeous. It is so beautiful. If you guys have not checked out their Perfect collection, look at it because those colors are just so beautiful. So this is where I'm taking that Good Luck diluted color on, putting it on my nails. I keep wanting to say it's diluted because I don't want you guys to think it's the full strength of the color. So yeah, it's diluted. And then what I'm doing is trying to fill in that back quarter of the nail, but I don't want it bulky because if you have it too thick, it will peel. It's gel polish, but it is jelly, so it will cure properly, but you don't want it too bulky. And what I did was I cured that layer, and then I went ahead and did a second layer, and then I decided I wanted to add in some of that darker green. Like I said, I just really wanted that dark color, so that's what I'm kind of doing right now, is adding that in. And I think I only added it to, no, I did add it to both nails. I thought I only added it to my ring finger. So now this is actually gel polish. It's Perfect White from Madam Glam, and I'm just creating my half smile line. I don't know what it's called, but I'm calling it a half smile line. You guys let me know in the comment section. And then now I am going to top coat all of the nails because I am basically done. I love encapsulated nails because once you get done filing, you're basically done. And oh, I haven't mentioned this in a long time, but I do a lot of French nails on my channel, and you have so many new subscribers. I never mentioned that I actually hate color near my cuticle. Just in case you're wondering why I do so many French nails, I hate coloring in my cuticles. But like this marble design, I'm obsessed. It doesn't bother me, but coloring in my cuticles sometimes does bother me. But this did not bother me for some reason. I don't know. I'm weird, you guys. But right now I wanted to create this caviar looking design, caviar bead looking design on my nails. So I did get some chains and some caviar beads and some rhinestones, which I forgot to even put the rhinestones on my nail, which you'll see later on. And I just added the chain with some Bling It gel. It took me a minute to get this chain the way I wanted it, but of course I cut that footage because it took me a minute. It kept sliding in the gel, and I probably shouldn't have did it all over the nail, but I wanted to play with the placement. But yeah, you have to be a little bit quick when you're going to use some rhinestone gel. So I have cured those chains in place, and now I'm just cutting off the excess. And then I did kind of curl it, and I'll show you a little bit in a second. I curled it right here, and I should have just did one long chain. I didn't know I was gonna like it curled like that, but to me it's really beautiful. But you can see where they're completely separated, so if you don't like that look, just skip that. So this is me forgetting to add in the green rhinestones, like I said, and I just went ahead and went with it. I didn't even try to add them in, and I'm just sprinkling them on the nail. And I did just put glue where I wanted those caviar beads to be at. And then I got this cuticle pusher, my cuticle pusher. I'm trying not to use my fingers I realized what I was doing. And then I used a cuticle pusher to push those caviar beads where they needed to go. And then I cured it and I'm done basically now. So now I'm just adding my cuticle oil, and I like to get the back of my fingers. That's where my nails get dry. So definitely use your cuticle oil. And this is how they turned out. I am obsessed, you guys. I love this. So next month when you see me do this design in red, just be prepared, because I'm obsessed and I want red ones now. This is just so beautiful to me. Let me know what you guys think. Are you loving it? Are you hating it? Like, I would love to know you guys' opinion. But thank you guys for joining me. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. I make new videos twice a week. I want you guys to have an amazing day. Bye.